All right, you guys, we're recording. This is Annie Alexander, Senior Director here in Kansas City, and several other leaders are on this call, and several other leaders to be are on this call, so I'm super excited. What we're going to go over tonight is just kind of what it looks like to become a leader, some tools and support systems that we'll have in place for you guys. As you go for leader. And this really is for what we're going to do is really for people who want to hit leader in the next 2 to 3 months, like no later than December 1st, really. Okay, that's kind of our goal and what we're going for here. So I'm so excited. Like I remember when I first went to leader and just what it does for your paycheck. Anybody out there want to comment their paycheck? I love it. That's Tegan's little words. Who wants to comment their paycheck? Nobody raised their hand. I mean, come on, people. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, why now? Why go for it now? And one reason is we are coming upon our busiest selling season here in the fall. And so it just makes great timing to capitalize and double that paycheck because you will have more sales right now. Or maybe I should say sometimes sales are just a little bit easier to come by this time of year. So everybody's gathering because of and around food. And so it's just a great time to go for it. And also another reason is who wants a debt-free Christmas? If you celebrate the holidays of any kind, hello, that would be awesome to be able just to pay everything in cash because you're going to have it. So another reason, and I would love to hear, you guys have some reasons that you're going for team leader right now?
So my daughter has a horse that we pay a lot of money for every month, and it's kind of like buying a boat. It's the cheapest part of the horse is purchasing the horse, and then it needs supplements and all different types of things. So I would love to have that extra money to spend on that.
Perfect. So really nail down how much extra a month do you want? You don't have to answer that right now, but I want everyone to kind of be thinking, what are you going to do with that money? What does this look like for you? Why are you going for team leader? That's the number one thing I think Tegan and Kathy will agree with me on. You have got to be so solid in why you're going for team leader, because as we go through this process, there's going to be obstacles that come into place, and there's going to be challenges, and there's going to be ups and downs, and we all want to grow a business that goes like this, but in reality, it looks like spaghetti. It's up and down and all around, and every day is so different, and so you're really going to kind of know that going into it. And I would love to hear maybe some obstacles that you guys foresee happening over this next couple months if you decide to go for leader. What are some obstacles that you think you might run into? And by the way, if you think you're going to run into them, I guarantee you someone else on this call is thinking the exact same thing. So be brave and tell me what obstacles you think you might run into as you go for a big goal.
I'll be honest, my obstacles have been, this is Kat, my obstacles have been recruiting because I've been making the numbers. My problem is I can't get the recruits, and that's where I keep falling down. I got there, but I can't stay there.
Okay, great. And we can work specifically, with you on those types of things, and affirmations around those is a great place to start. So what are some other obstacles? Oh, I think Brittany's maybe talking, but I can't hear you. I think you might be on mute.
No, I'm not muted.
Oh, I hear you now.
Hear me now?
Yep.
I've had 3 people cancel workshops this week. And then I have some hesitancy in my area as far as booking because the first 2 weeks of October are fall break for our county. So everyone wants to just kind of leave that open just in case. So this is my 2nd month to qualify for leader, and so I feel like it's just crumbling. But I felt that way last month too. So.
Oh, it's so early in the month right now. It's so early.
Yeah.
So early. But yeah, those are good obstacles that are going to happen. And cancellations, you guys were all going to have them. I have them every single month. I have cancellations, you know, and that's why we want to book more on our calendar than we maybe really think we need to. What are some other obstacles you guys see happening? What about somebody getting sick in your family and a kid's down for 4 days and, you know, it takes away your time from working?
Yeah.
You know, what if the dishwasher breaks and so does the laundry, the washing machine and everything else, and so you have to go do laundry at a friend's and that takes more time. Oh, you're supposed to do Wild Tree then, and now what?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is stuff that I hear and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And so we want you guys to just know that there are gonna be these obstacles that come. And what will really build you up the most is how you decide to overcome them. You know, and that's when you really want to lean into all the support tools that we are going to offer to you. Okay, that's what it's here for. So we want you to know that you're not. Can you guys just make sure your line's muted, because I'm hearing some background noise and I want to keep it clear for those that are going to listen in. But we just want you guys to know you're not in this alone. Like, look at all the people on this call right now. Every single person here that chooses to go for a leader, you guys, we support each other, and that's what makes it work, okay? So just know that. So if we want to go through what some of these support tools that I'm referring to, we just want to let you know what we are going to help with and what's kind of expected. And so you guys can make a decision on, yep, I'm going for it. Let's give it a go. The worst thing that can happen is I move my business forward, right? That's the worst thing that can happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to have weekly accountability tripods, and that's where we're going to group you guys into 3 people. And you guys will be able to have conversations like once a week. Maybe you decide to text or Facebook message each other every now and then. But I will tell you, when you do business, you do life, you get together with these 3 people, this is a relationship that you may decide to carry on way past these next 2 to 3 months, okay? And I'm just thinking, you know, Tegan and I are in the same organization, but Kathy and I aren't. And we met on the beach or talked on the beach for a long time, way back when. And, you know, our friendship continues and us doing business together continues. And I love our relationship together. And you guys will see this happening throughout your journey in your career with Wild Tree. So this will be great. You can, you know, bounce ideas off each other. You can vent to each other if you need to and be like, oh my gosh, I'm struggling. But the goal is to really look at it like vent for a minute and then let's get into problem solving mode and how can we turn it around. Okay. And so that's what this little tripod, this group of people, you are there to help each other out, to lean on each other, to be there for each other. Okay. So we will group you together. We'll give you some more details on that as we go through the evening. So the other thing you'll do is a weekly call with your upline leader. And that's really important, and we'll want you to, you know, be accountable. You're in charge. This is a goal that you are going for your why and whatever that reason is. And so when, you know, your leader suggests homework, you know, at this point in the game, we expect you guys to be doing that homework and coming back to us with, okay, here's what I do. Here's what I'm going to implement. What do you think of this? You know, and using that time to really problem solve any place that you guys, you know, are having challenges, okay? Another thing, we're gonna have a weekly homework video that we'll have you guys watch, okay? So we won't be doing this type of call every week because you'll have your tripod call and then we'll have you do just a little bit of homework, like it's a 30-minute-ish video each week, okay? And you guys can talk about that video with your tripod too. And then we will have 2 big group monthly calls. So this is one of them. And then we'll have one towards the end of the month to touch base. And then we'll have 2 next month. So we'll post the schedule of all those so you guys have those on your calendar. And then we'll also have the Facebook group, the Grow series. We're just going to continue with that group. And so that's another place that you can rely on each other and on us. We'll be checking in on that too. And so anytime you have challenges or celebrations, I mean, let's celebrate along the way, because that's what will get you through some of those harder times, is when you celebrate all the little steps that you take in this journey. Okay. So Kathy, do you want to talk about kind of the tools, other tools that they can use to help track their journey?
Yes, so I love tools. So the first thing we're going to use, we have this really neat tracker. This has really helped me. I think I used this like the first month I promoted to. And then I also use like our trip tracking and that kind of thing. So it's this tracker here, and we'll provide a link to you. The sales for your team.
Are you sharing your screen?
No.
Oh,
no, I was putting it up on my.
Got it.
Can you see me? I'm sorry. My internet's probably horrible.
Yeah, it's just delayed a little bit.
But we'll share it. And then okay. And then you also share your qualified recruits. Okay, so this is a great visual as you go through the month to be able to use. Okay, and we'll post that on the workbook. So all this is going to be the workbook for you that you guys are used to using. Okay. And compensation track. So you guys have seen these come out. We talked about these on, I think, the last few calls that we did. And so the minimum track that you want to leader is the silver or gold. So the gold would be preferred, and the silver tracks that minimum to be a leader. Okay, so we're talking about the track where you earn about $2,000 a month. Okay, so there's that comma.
Hey, Kathy,
in that comma.
I'm going to repeat that because you're kind of cutting out, and I don't know if everyone can hear, but what she's talking about is the CSFs trackers. And we have links for this in the workbook. So when we post that workbook again, you guys can see that. And what it does is really tells you exactly how many calls to make, exactly the activity that needs to be done to reach the goal you want to reach. And we think, looking at that, to go for a leader, the gold is kind of the preferred one to choose. Silver is really the minimum to hit leader. Okay. So the silver and gold are the minimums to do. Gold is preferred. Silver is the minimum one. So all of that will be posted in that workbook. So you guys can just click a link and get to it and see it. So, all right, Kathy.
Yeah, sorry. Am I still delayed?
It's actually better right now.
Okay. So then the next thing is the accountability partners we talked about that we will assign you to. And we have an agreement that we want to know some information. So we're going to use that to pair you guys up. So we asked some information about why you want to promote, how many teammates you have, just kind of where you are and what timeline that you want to promote. So we'll have you guys fill that out by tomorrow at noon. So Friday at noon. So watch on our group page. And we'll tag you if we need to, but definitely fill that out. It'll take you, 2 minutes, I think, probably, Annie. It'll take you 2 minutes to fill that out, and that's what we're going to use to assign you guys to your accountability partners. So it's kind of like signing the contract. Like, yes, I'm going to do this, and we're so it's really, really neat. I think we all did that when we first promoted too. So we'll use that. And then we will contact you guys the beginning of next week with your groups and you guys. So we suggest the one a week and then the weekly call with your leader. Okay. And I know most of us already have weekly calls scheduled with your leader. So we're going to just be continuing on with that. And I also have one more tool, and it's the how-to guide on accountability partners. So it kind of just gives the backbone on how phone calls out and what to cover. Okay, and then, but there's a great way to start your calls and the topics to cover and just kind of keep you guys on task on your calls. So these are very productive calls, and I know at first when I had changed over to using WildTree from the corporate world, it was hard for me to be like, wait a minute, I have to be on a call with somebody. But you guys will really get in the routine of it, and it is so important to have productive calls and to be plugged in. I can't tell you how important it is to be plugged in to people that have goals just like you, like Anne said. It's huge to be with those people and to have inspiration together. So we're really excited. The three of us have used those, and they've been very successful. So we're excited about that. So we'll give you guys the tools in the workbook. So watch on the Facebook page next. You guys, okay?
Awesome. I mean, I think those tripods can actually like make and break your journey. I mean, that's how important I think they are. So it does feel a little bit uncomfortable to some people at the beginning of it. It totally does to me when I'm getting on the phone with people I don't really even know. But you know, that's the first call, is like an introduction and who you are and your why. And that's it for the first call. And you guys can decide, you know, 30, 45 minutes. And I bet what happens is the calls get a little bit longer, and then you're going to have to cut each other off. So just that's what'll happen. So anyway, it'll be fun to watch and see. So Tegan, you want to talk about everything that you're so good at and what you do?
Yeah, like the cheerleader one.
Yeah.
So in all of this, guys, ultimately, the beauty in this is that it's yours, right? It's your business. They are all under one amazing umbrella of Wildtreeness, but it's your name on that awning outside your brick and mortar store. It's your name. You get to do what you want with it. And the exclamation point behind all of this is that we're all striving towards a common goal, right? To make a difference in our own homes and in the lives of others. And with that being said, we want this to be fun. It is not meant to be a stressor. It's meant to be something that adds value to your life. And so every single day and every single week, we want you guys to kind of dangle a carrot. So whatever that looks like to you, I don't know what my 4 kids are doing. They are pounding like crazy right outside my office door. So I apologize if you guys can hear that. But whatever that looks like to you, dangle a carrot. So if every day you do the hardest things first, and then you reward yourself with whatever it is, whether it be your favorite tea or coffee or whatever that is to you. It could be something daily. It could be at the end of the week, you have 2 hours of alone time and you take a bubble bath with a book and a glass of wine, like whatever your dangling carrot is. If every other week you go on a date night with your spouse, if you go to the bookstore and grab yourself a new book, like whatever your thing is, just establish that dangling carrot, write it down. I have some hot colored note cards I always keep right here and write all sorts of things on them. They're posted all over my house. I will blank. So I will treat myself to blank. I will do blank when I blank. So set that up so you're constantly having something that you're looking forward to that's fun and engaging. Maybe it's something with your kids or your spouse or alone time, whatever that is for you. Again, we want this to be fun. And we also want you to have this idea that when you plan to work, you work your plan. So every day when you wake up, you know what you're doing that day. You know what direction you're heading. Your eye is on the prize. Take a second to write on 4 hot colored pieces of paper if you're a visual person, or black and white if you like that visual better, and post it in 4 different places throughout your house. Oh, yay, perfect. There you go. So your computer, I'll tell you where mine are. My computer, my bathroom mirror, right in front of my kitchen sink. So all my guests know what my Wildtree goals are every month. And on my dashboard of my car. So just right there, not impeding my speedometer, but just right there to the side. So my kids know, my husband knows, my friends know who come over, and I can shout it from the rooftops. And every time that I put up a goal like that, whether it be recruit-wise, I actually stopped doing it over the summer, had no focus in front of me whatsoever. We traveled 90% of the time, and I did not hit one of my goals, to be honest. So having that visual in front of you is super important, and it gets me jazzed up every day to remember what I'm working towards and working for. So that's that little piece I have for you. Just plan to work and work your plan. Be present when you're present with your family, and be present when you're working your business. Sound good? You guys all excited?
I know. Are you guys excited? Are you guys scared? Is there any fear? Yeah. Okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen?
You grow your business.
Yes. The worst thing that can happen is you grow your business. So just keep that in mind. Write that down if you need to. Hey, I'm going for this huge goal. You know, it's like way out here. The worst thing that can happen is you grow your business and maybe you don't hit your goal, but you know what, you guys, you're going to hit your goal. So set it, work the plan, work with your leader, use all of these tools and tips that we're giving you. And, you know, you'll notice the difference between the Grow series and coming into this series is we're really trying to empower you, because as a leader, you're going to be more responsible for your own growth and your accountability for that. So we're going to empower you, and that's why we're not doing like weekly, you know, big calls and things like that. So we're here for support, and we're so excited to be here with you on this journey, and I hope you guys are just super excited too. So this is one of my favorite things I love doing, is getting people to leaders. So super fun, and you guys reach out to any of us anytime if you need to. If you feel just super stuck, you know, Tegan and Kathy and I, we're here to help you guys. We want to see you succeed. So any questions before we move forward?
I have a quick one. The Facebook page, which Facebook page is that you're talking about that has the workbook on it and everything?
It's the 2017 Grow series.
Okay.
Facebook.
Kathy, am I on that yet, or?
Yep, and I'll tag you.
Okay, perfect.
It's the page we've used for all of these calls in the Grow series.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just don't know if I'm on it or not, so I will look.
Do you guys
I'll make sure you are.
Yeah, do you know how to make a shortcut to a Facebook page? Like Tegan, do you know how to do it? If I try to explain this might not go well.
Yeah, you just want me to here. So when you are on, there's a couple different things you can do. So I'll go to that page real quick and just show you guys. Okay, so when you're in the Grow series, I hope it.
Yeah, we'll see if we can see that.
You know what? You're going to have to do it on your computer.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so under, you guys see under joined right there, it'll say, is it weird? It'll say add to favorites. And then on your home screen of Facebook, in that toolbar on the left-hand side, you'll see it in your group favorites. So you can do that from your desktop computer. You can add it to your favorites, or you can do it from your iPhone and you can add it to your favorites. And then it'll be right there on the left-hand toolbar, and you can go to it very quickly.
Yeah, okay. If you're in, if you're in the Grow series, right underneath the picture, it says joined, notification, share, and then it has like 3 little dots. So on the notifications, you want to click that so it says all posts. And on the 3 little dots, you want to pin it to a shortcut.
Yeah.
When you pin it to the shortcut, it shows up on the left-hand side of your Facebook profile screen.
Yep.
Can you guys see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So here I'm in the Facebook Grow series. Right here is notifications, and I have all posts checked off. And then right here on those 3 little dots, I already have it pinned. See it over here? These are all the shortcuts to my different groups that I'm in. So it says unpinned, but I don't want to do that. But yours should say pinned, pin if you don't have it done yet. Okay. Okay. Somebody's phone's ringing.
Sounds like someone's getting an Amber Alert. Okay, can I share one quick little story real quick?
Yeah.
So this summer we were at the lake and we were on the dock, and some of you saw this video on my Facebook page. But my almost 8-year-old daughter wouldn't jump off the dock, and she's my fearless one, right? The one who's not scared of anything, will climb the highest heights and do the craziest stuff, and you want to wrap her in bubble wrap, but she would not jump off this dock. And we just kept telling her, Noah, you have to do it scared. It's okay to be scared. Just do it scared. And that became like our family motto. And every time they're afraid to do anything, whether it's they have testing at school, or they feel lonely on the playground, or they have to do anything, they tell each other now, it's going to make me teary-eyed, they tell each other, do it scared. Just do it scared. You can do it, and it's okay to be scared. Just do it scared. And that's kind of this whole thing, right? We can be afraid. We can be fearful of the no's and the hard work it's going to take. But just know that do it scared anyway, and the reward at the end is so worth it. It's so worth it for you, for your family, for whatever your why is. It's so worth it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And she did jump off that dock.
Bet she did. Awesome. You should make t-shirts, Mallory said. You should make t-shirts. Do it.
Yeah. You're scared. For sure.
I don't know. Maybe we will if all you guys hit the team leader.
Yeah.
Scared.
Yeah. All right. Do you guys have any more questions?
I was not in that group, but I asked to join.
Okay. We'll get you added.
Thank you.
Yay,
Yeah.
Tammy.
All right, you guys. Watch.
It's exciting.
Yeah, watch for information from us on your accountability groups. And you guys can start on the homework right away. There's homework for this week, for week 1. So we'll post that Grow workbook again so you can see that. And we're cheering you on. So go out there. Do it scared.
Yay, guys.
Yay.